22nd century, but still one of the best around. Fenway Park here in Boston. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. Get ready for Red Sox baseball next. Nate Eovaldi, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
And now, Jorge Mateo. He will lead this one off today.
The afternoon for Baltimore, the third baseman, Jorge.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Renfroe has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Batting second.
And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 spot right now. But this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
So no need to wait, as here he is, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. Eovaldi has exactly 50 wins at the big league level in his career. Now here it comes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Still a bit of a chill in the air. 53 degrees our game time temperature. The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
He stays alive, still 2-2. And here is strike 3 called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
So now to the plate, Cedric Mullins. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now look out as this one sends him sprawling. It's ball 2 now. Fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. O's 0. Sox coming to the plate. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Connor Green will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Alex Verdugo digging in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. but this will wind up being a foul ball. The 0-1.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again. First one, he was on it and fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
Bogart.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Roll, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1, and it's fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So now here is J.D. Martinez looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. Now here's the first offering.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Two and one after the foul ball there. Verdugo over at second. Bogaerts on at first with nobody out. 3-1 to Martinez.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Rafael Devers the next to bat as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And it's 1-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Ready with the 1-1. Close pitch, but just a bit outside. He wanted it, but it's 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Belted high and deep into right center. Center fielder looking up at the track. The wall. Gone! So a 3-run shot to right center field. First home run of the campaign for him as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
Batting fifth, the second baseman.
At the plate, Kike Hernandez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. 3 runs already home here. Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Here's another 2-2.
You know, all the pitchers I talked to throughout the course of my career, they always said they wanted to establish the heater the first time through the order. Right there, he kind of took a different route, thrown a nasty changeup.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Santander waits on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting sixth.
With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Thoughts, Stan? Who stands out?
Well, I'm definitely excited to watch Rafael Devers in this one. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
Kyle Schwarber is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
1-1 to Schwarber.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
The 2-1 home is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
And a swing and a miss here. So it took him 31 pitches, but the side is finally retired.
If you missed out, better press rewind. I'm just
But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Second inning coming up. Boston leads it 3-0. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle.
The first baseman, number 6, Ryan Mountcastle.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Trey Mancini.
So here's Trey Mancini. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Eovaldi, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
And he lays off the 0-2 splitter. 1-2 now. Two balls and 2 strikes to Mancini now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Now a fastball up around the shoulders, but it's strike 3 called, and a questionable first out of the inning.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Anthony Santander, the next to bat. Pitch is high. The throw in time as he just gets the tag down.
They're showing they're not afraid to be aggressive on the base paths so far in this one. But we'll see if this caught stealing slows that down a bit. Managers never like to run into out, so they might play it a little safer going forward.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Outside, 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Three and 1 to him now. Can't keep that one fair either, and now the count is full. The 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They trail in this one 3-0. Last half of the second set to go, and standing in the outfielder, Hunter Renfroe.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
From the stretch.
1-0.
Swung on and missed. 1-1. Renfroe, a former Tampa Bay Ray, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
Here's a topper fouled off to the right, and that'll even the count at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Slow roller down the third baseline. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting eighth, the catcher.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And the guy patrolling center field today, I can't emphasize this enough. If you want a good ball club, you better be strong up the middle. Center field being that main component with catcher, shortstop, and second base. This guy takes tremendous routes to the ball, strong and accurate arm, and just a leader on the field.
At the plate now, Christian Vasquez. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Hit in the air out to center field. Mullins is there, 2 gone.
Batting ninth, the first baseman, Bobby Dalbec.
That'll bring up Bobby Dalbec. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll try to hold up on the pitch inside, but to no avail, and that's the first strike. The 1-1 home.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that two-seamer has a mind of its own.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Now into the box, Austin Hayes. 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. First pitch on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Count still at 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Fouled off. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. Severino has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is. He shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. 1-1. Two and one. Mano y mano against Nady Eovaldi. Not great. He's 1 for 8. And he lays off again. Ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Three and 1. Here it is. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Now at the plate, here is number 1. This will be his first trip to the plate in this one. From the stretch. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. The 1-0. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Stepping in now, Jorge Mateo, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He flied out leading off the ball game. Set to deliver the 0-1. And that misses. 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Verdugo calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. Now it'll be Ramon Urias. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. First pitch on its way.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
The 1-0.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Hard hit ball to second. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
The batter, number 31.
Into the box now, Cedric Mullins. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
Boy, his pitch count is really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And the 29th pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that'll finally end it. Orioles settle for 1. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Alex Verdugo, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. First delivery to him. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Two and 1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter. And now a pitch on the way. Now a ball fouled down the right field line, out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. And now the count is full for the Boston center fielder.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right.
When the guy on the mound has complete command of his off speed, especially his changeup, sometimes as a hitter you just have to give up pull side to stay on it.
The next 3-2. Good changeup in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Verdugo is retired, and there's one away.
The batter, number 2.
At the plate now is Xander Bogaerts. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Here's the pitch. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Bogaerts, 28 years old. He's a 9-year major league vet. Now the 1-1 pitch. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
The 3-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
So 2 out, nobody on. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. Here's the first pitch to him. The 1-0 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. Here now is Rafael Devers as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
The 2-0 on the way.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
The 3-0 pitch finds the zone, strike 1.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Well, he made quick work of the first 2 guys this half inning, getting 2 quick outs, but then he gives up a base hit and now the walk. We'll see if he has it in him to draw the line in the sand and get out of this.
2 men on, 2 out, and that means the plug-and-play utility man Kike Hernandez will bat next. First pitch on its way.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Hit on the ground out to short, and the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Boston strands a couple as the lead remains 3-1.
Bounce with it, just bounce with it. Everybody wanna come, I'm announcing it. I'm always gonna get it, I'm always gonna get it. Even if it's
Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Leading off the inning, it'll be Ryan Mountcastle, and they could use a spark from him here.
Ryan Mountcastle.
First pitch coming, here it is. Swung on and missed, it's 0-1. hanging curveball taken, though, for a second strike.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Back on it is the left fielder, and it's gone into the monster seats. So a solo shot here to left center field. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Orioles have cut it to 1. It's now a 3-2 ball game.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And now a pitch on the way.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
That misses 1-2. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Cutter, and it doesn't make it back. 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had to count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. To third. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Up next for the Orioles, the right fielder, Anthony Santander.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Anthony Santander. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now back, the left fielder, Austin Hayes.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. Struck out in his first at bat. Here's the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one. Mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch, strike 2.
1-1 the count now. And there's ball 2 now. Two out, nobody on. 3-1. Pedro Severino would be next. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Orioles draw closer on the home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Orioles 2. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next, it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. First pitch of the AB on its way. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now at the plate, Hunter Renfroe. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the run is Santander. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has 0 chance to make a play on it. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
In now, Christian Vasquez. Into right field, that's a base hit. And the throw in gets away from him. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Standing in now, Bobby Dahlbeck. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. And there's ball 1.
With 1 out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. 2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman. Swing and a miss there, and it's 2-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or potential double play ball.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. Ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And Verdugo goes in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
And that one yanked just foul. Bouncer up the middle, fielded cleanly, on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We played 4 full. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Orioles 2. New inning set to get underway, and next will be the power hitting catcher, Pedro Severino.
Pedro Severino.
First pitch on its way. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Ball 2. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
Into the windup and the pitch. Looked to be taking all the way, and the splitter's in there for the first strike. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
Next to hit, number 1. He collected a base hit his first time up. He's set, and the pitch. Set to deliver the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
In the dirt, but it's swung on for the 3rd strike. Right on the money, and he's cut down trying to take second base.
Just a really nice job keeping it close and recovering and delivering a strike to second base. It's so hard as a base runner. You want to be aggressive, but sometimes that ball, it's an optical illusion, just doesn't get far enough away from the catcher for you to make it to second safely.
Here's the first pitch to him. Jorge Mateo is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Scooped up, throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Orioles held in check there. They trail 3-2.
I'm in my zone now. Money don't slow down. I'm grown now. Yeah, I'm on now.
Travis Lakins is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better two-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts.
Xander Bogaerts.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
The 0-2 once more. And he'll just waste one there, 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And foul. And he won't go after the cut fastball, 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The batter, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Next up is J.D. Martinez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
Into the box, Rafael Devers. And he fouls this one off. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. In the dirt. Throw goes over to third. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Fouled away. Here comes the 1-2.
Nope. 2-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And this is taken for a ball. He walked him, and the Sox have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So next to bat will be Kike Hernandez, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. out. The pitch. Devers, the runner at first with 2 gone. Behind 0-2 now. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. And this hops over the wall out there for a ground rule double. And maybe a tough break, as that'll freeze the runner at third with 2 gone.
Definitely a break right there for the defense with the ground rule double. If that ball stays in play, there's a pretty good chance the runner from first is able to score, since he's moving on contact with 2 outs. Instead, he's forced to stay at third, so we'll see if they're able to strand him there.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Hey, don't kid yourself. I know those were 2 bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes 1 swing.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here's the 1-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Boston strands a couple. They're up 3-2. And stepping in, Ramon Urias. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. The 1-0. To the left side, but it's well foul.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Hit out towards second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, number 31.
Next to hit is Cedric Mullins. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Fastball just inside.
Ball 1, no strike.
Inside with the breaking ball. 2-0.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Here it comes.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch, or he's going to start getting hurt.
Here now the 2-2. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Verdugo waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The first baseman, number 6, Ryan Mountcastle.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
Down the left field line and deep. And it's a foul ball. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Renfroe is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. Still a 3-2 ball game. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Hunter Renfroe.
The right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe. Line drive to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
So now to the plate, Christian Vasquez. A dive, and he knocks it down. On the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play.
Now batting, first baseman, Bobby Dalbec.
Next, it'll be Bobby Dalbec, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
And he takes ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Late that time for a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Fly ball out toward left center field.
Hayes.
Will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Red Sox, the center fielder,
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Alex Verdugo. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball one. Renfroe at second with 2 down. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. One and one. Here it is. Chopped weakly to the left. Ready with the 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
Over to first, and that retires the side. One left for the Red Sox, but they still lead it 3-2. Ryan Brazier will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. All set for the start of the inning, and striding forward the designated hitter, Trey Mancini. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
To the plate now, Anthony Santander. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. No hits to this point. Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a little tapper. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. And the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good job right there. You very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And it's fouled away. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Down the third baseline, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double.
It's a grinder, AB. 3-2 changeup, and he's able to stay back and drive it for a base hit. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat.
Stepping in now, Austin Hayes, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit out towards second. And there's out number 2. Hirokazu Sawamura will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Pedro Severino will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Comes set. The 0-1. Splitter taken here. 2-1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Fouled off. Got him swinging. Made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning. Big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Dylan Tate will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the power hitting shortstop Xander Bogaerts.
Not shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The batter, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Here's J.D. Martinez. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Now the first pitch. And that misses for ball one. One out, nobody on. Ball two now.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Three and oh now. Rafael Devers is on deck. Here it is, the 3-0. Bases are empty, one man out. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the DH for the Red Sox.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Lifted in the air to right field. Santander is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman,
Rafael Devers will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ballgame. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Hey, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team right here. Relief pitcher has come busting through the gates and done his job. Try and get this team back in the dugout where the offense can get rolling.
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive. The 2-2 one more time. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Now batting, second baseman, TK.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that means the plug-and-play utility man Kike Hernandez will bat next. From the belt, the pitch, fouled away. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. Ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. From the belt, the pitch.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. Red Sox lead 1, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. And now here is number 1. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
The shortstop, number 1.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Oh, and 2, here it comes. And it's fouled away. Another 0-2 coming. Struck him out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
At the plate now, Jorge Mateo. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Now that second baseman, Uriah.
Garrett Whitlock enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Into the box now, Ramon Urias, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Two out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're down 3-2. Tanner Scott is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. So here is
Leading
Kyle
off
Schwarber.
for the
He struck
Red
out
Sox.
swinging in his last
The
trip
left
to the
fielder.
plate.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at-bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Here comes the 1-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
That's an excellent at-bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Standing in now, Hunter Renfroe, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Comes set and the 0-1. Strike 2 called on the inner half, 0-2 now.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here's another 1-2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So now to the plate, Christian Vasquez.
As he'll ground this one foul for the first strike.
He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here comes the 0-1, and that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Into the box, Bobby Dahlbeck, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Alex Verdugo. He bounced out last time up. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1. That's a real nice location with that fastball. Up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Matt Barnes comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and digging in is the outfielder, Cedric Mullins. He's set. Here it comes. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
The 2-0.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fastball well outside.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ryan Mountcastle. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Mullins aboard here at first with nobody out. can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Quick check on that time run at first, and the runner back safely. Two balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Now the 2-1. Oh, on the ground is short. Could this be two? To second for one. Back to first. A ninth inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. Get the leadoff man to start the ninth, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
To the plate now, Trey Mancini. And he'll bounce one on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Boston jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Nate Eovaldi earns his first win of the season. Connor Green was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Matt Barnes wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Turning up, why you all in my face? I don't give a
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base.